Hey everybody, Debbie Starr here. I wanted to start the week off by talking about a system that I use to plan my goals. You know, they always say early in the week, early in the day, early in the month. As you're planning your week or your month or your year, what tools are you using to map out those goals? When I work with my clients, we like to do a big picture, but I don't like to do like a 5-year goal planning because I think it's too far out. But what I do like to help them with is to map out kind of big picture of where they'd like to go over the next year. And we usually pick 3 top goals that they're striving for. And it might be something like getting their course launched. They've had this idea, they've played around with it, and they just haven't been able to launch it. So that might be a primary goal. Another goal might be to get back into doing their podcast. Whatever it is, we just identify 2 or 3 major goals. Well, in addition to that, what do you do on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis for your business? So if you're building your business, you're working in your business, you're working on your business, you're helping your clients. So how do you juggle all of this without just going down all these rabbit holes? So what I like to do at the beginning of the week, or preferably on a Sunday night, you take a look at your calendar, you take a look at how many, for instance, client appointments you have scheduled, things like that, and you start figuring out what it is you need to work on. But if you don't have a bigger picture, then it's so easy to get caught up in doing stuff, but maybe it's the wrong stuff. I mean, I had that same problem myself. So one of my favorite tools that I absolutely love is called mind mapping. So mind mapping in itself is a concept. It's not a tool. It's been around for a long time. And it really mimics the brain, the mind, how we think. And so when you put things down using a mind map, way of doing this, it actually kind of cements things into your brain. And so I just wanted to show you a tool that I use. They have a free version. I think I have a paid version, which it's not very much. But there's all kinds of mind mapping tools out there. So I'm just going to jump on here and show you how I would map out the goals that I have for this month. So let me share my screen. And now I'm going to, let me just move this out of the way. And I'm just going to come over here. This is the one that I'm using is called Mindmeister. Now, I'm not an affiliate or anything. Again, I think with the free version, you can have 3 mind maps. So I'm just going to click the plus key here. And it opens up to the first bubble, so to speak. So just watch me as I go along here, and I'm just going to be mapping out what my goals are for the month. So again, it's nice if you have like a big picture of everything that you're doing for your business. So for me, my big picture, one of my big picture goals is to create to launch the latest course that I've been working on. And that course is called my Online Biz Launchpad. Okay, so I'm getting close to the finish line as far as launching it. So my goal for November is to actually launch this. So I'm just going to say I'm going to launch my Online Biz Launchpad. So to get that launched, what are some of the, and again, these are higher level, but what are some of the things that I need to finish up? I need to finish my sales page, which is probably the most important piece in this whole process. Another activity that I need to do is I need to create my Facebook ad. And on that ad, what do I need to do? I need to create my graphics and I need to create my copy. What else do I need to do? I need to actually, I'm just going to say build my launch schedule. So what this will be is I'll do it in Trello or Asana, actually. I use both. I use Trello for my clients, usually Asana for me. There's a few more robust things I can do with it. So I'll be building it in Asana, and basically I will be mapping out my weekly and daily posts that I'll be putting in there, and then any kind of Facebook ads, any kind of activity that I will be doing for this launch schedule, the emails that'll go out, things like that. Okay, what else? And then I'm going to identify the actual launch date. I find that if you don't put a date on something, it never gets done. It's so easy to push it back. And even if you're not telling other people, just telling yourself, just putting it out there kind of starts putting the pressure on, and that's what you want. So January 1st is the date that I'm putting on that. So I am going to color this green. This is actually going to be a money-making activity for me. And I'm just going to put a couple little emoticons here to keep me focused, and I'm also going to put a little calendar because there's some time constraints there. So that's a big thing on my November goals. Another goal is I have a Facebook group called Systems to Scale Your Business. And my goal lately has been doing Facebook Lives every week. And sometimes I just do it by the seat of my pants. So it's actually better if I map out what it is that I'm going to be talking about for my Facebook Lives. So one of the topics I'm going to talk about is the power of templates. And I'm just going to showcase, and the whole purpose of this is, the whole purpose of doing this mind map is just to capture your ideas. You don't need a lot of detail. You can go back and do that later. All right. And so I'm actually just trying to give you more detail just so you don't wonder what in the world I'm talking about. So one of my Facebook Lives this month will be the power of templates. Another one of my Facebook Lives will be a client showcase. One of my clients, we're going to showcase the progress that she's done. She's done an awesome job. So hooray for Liz if she's watching this. Another one of my Facebook Lives for this month will be a course creation system. I have a really easy system to help people create their online courses. So I'm going to do a Facebook Live on that. And then I'm going to do another Facebook Live again, because systems is my middle name. As I tell people, I'm going to talk about a block scheduling system. Okay, so that's what I hope to do, or not hope, that's what I'm planning to do for my Facebook Lives. Now, of course, with any plan, I mean, it's a living document, right? So you're the CEO of your business. So if something pops up and I've got another hot topic that I think is more appropriate for this month, I can change that out. But the idea is to have some goals to work towards. So what else am I going to do here? Another goal of mine is I would like to start offering some more paid workshops. And in these workshops, because my mantra is that your online business should not be hard, it should be easy. So these online workshops are like a jump start to actually help you get mini projects done. Mini, M-I-N-I, tiny projects done, so you don't spend weeks doing it. So I have an idea. I'm going to be calling it my social media workshop. And I'm just looking at my notes here. When would I like to launch this? Early December, so the first week of December. I'm going to make this one green also. Because it's going to be a money-making activity. So what are some of the things that I need to make sure that I get done for this? Of course, the graphics, the copy, and then the Facebook post that I'll be promoting it through. All right. So a third goal, and let me say this, the idea when you're mapping out goals, depending on if you're doing that big picture, maybe you're doing a year goal or 3 quarters versus monthly versus weekly. You could even do this on a weekly scale. You don't want to have so much that it's not doable. And I think as creatives, that's the issue that we have a lot of times. Okay. The other thing that I'm getting ready to do, I'm just, for the lack of a better name, I'm calling it Captivating Canva Workshop. And actually, this is it's not a workshop. I guess I'm just going to call it training. But this is also going to be a paid event. It's going to be really inexpensive. I'm thinking $7 or $9. And I'm also going to be promoting something that tell people that it's free if they share. So I just need to write the copy for how that works. And let me see. And then just work a little more on the promotion for this. Okay, I have to finish my Canva graphics. I pretty much know what I'm going to be training on that, so that's good to go. Another one of my, it's not really my goal, but it is my VA focus. So I have a team, a wonderful VA team that helps me. And so I like to sometimes kind of map out what kinds of projects that they'll be working on. And I always recycle all of my videos because I think we should do that on anything we do. So they always help me with my YouTube videos. So I will have my YouTube video work that they'll do for me. And I'm also working on my online biz launchpad graphics. And these graphics specifically are going to be in front of my modules. Now, let me just say something here. So this is not work that I'm doing. This is work that I'm outsourcing. Again, if you start capturing the specific details of what your team or your VA is going to help you with, it helps you stay more focused. It also helps you, sometimes you have to do work up front before you can hand it off. So again, this is kind of my planning board on what kinds of projects I'll be handing off to them. And let me just give you a quick tip if I can. Don't wait until you think you're successful with your online business before you hire your first VA. And when you hire somebody, it can be as simple as maybe 2 or 3 hours a week. Let me tell you, if you find people that you work well with and they're in their genius zone, they can get more done in that 2 hours than you could that would take you half a day or all day. And what's interesting is for every hour that I outsource, I probably get like 5 hours. It's hard to explain, but it's like your mind frees up. All of a sudden, I know I don't even have to worry about this. So whenever I create a video, I get it uploaded to YouTube and I hand it off. And I don't have to worry about any of the back end processes for that. So it's very liberating. So my quick tip for you is don't put off hiring a VA. And if you have a VA team, somebody that, you know, they're willing just to take work from you whenever you have it, that's the best way to start because you're not committed. You don't feel that pressure of, oh, I have to find 5 hours of work. Anyway, I'm digressing here a little bit, but I just have to throw that out. And I have an VA team. I will share that if anybody wants that information. Now, coming back up here to my goals, one other thing that I'm going to put on here, because I think we all can, I don't know, go down the rabbit hole. Again, because we're creatives, you know, we love to learn. And there's also a part of it that, you know, what am I missing out on? Is there something new? Or, oh, somebody's running a challenge. Somebody's doing this. And it can be very easy I know for myself, because I say that I'm a lifelong learner. I love to learn, but it can be so easy to get caught up in all of a sudden you've signed up for 4 challenges and you're taking this online course, and oh, here's another $27 course. You just have to have it. Whew. I mean, how do you keep up with it? And when you're focusing on that, it's keeping you from doing your work. So my suggestion is, I mean, even if you buy something, let's say that it's a great deal, get it before the price goes up. We've all heard that song and dance, get it, but then make a plan of when you're going to go through it. And I have actually that reminds me, I have a whole system in place of how do I manage the online courses that I'm taking so that I don't lose the stuff. So I stay on target with finishing the courses, which is an awesome thing to do. So a good thing to do is you could make a note on what's going to be your educational focus for the month. And I'm actually in a little selling course. So I want to finish that this week, actually. I'm almost done with it. So that's one focus that I have. And then I've also signed up for mini challenge on social media. Okay. So that's enough for the month. So if I just stay focused on those and don't go down the rabbit hole on all these other things, then it'll keep me focused. So let me just shrink this down a little bit and just show you. You probably can't read all the words, but by mapping out what your goals are for the month, the things, your money-making activities should be your primary focus. And if you're in the client coaching, of course, taking care of your clients is utmost important, but you also have to continue to grow your business. So I've identified what my money-making activities are, and also some of my other focuses. Now, your business is going to look a little different. You might have the focus of building one of your back-end workflows or systems or whatever. I don't have anything like that on my schedule for this month, but again, this is big picture. And now this isn't taking away from the day-to-day stuff that we do. For instance, we always have to do our email. You know, you might set aside 30 minutes a day to work on your social media marketing. All of that kind of stuff is just normal, what I call CEO work that you do, that it's not outsourced. It's something you have to do to manage your business. But as you're mapping out your week and especially your month, now you have a nice picture of what you should focus on. And then the question comes up when you start to get distracted. Oh, maybe I'll go on Canva and play around with, I can come back to point here and say, no, wait a minute. What am I supposed to be working on? Yes, I do have a couple of images here that I need to create in Canva, but it's very focused. So I hope this has been useful. If you're watching it on the replay, make sure that you give me a little heart, or let me know that you've appreciated or enjoyed this, that you've gotten something out of it. And just a little shameless plug, I'll let you know that I do offer what I call my business breakthrough session. And that's a 90-minute intensive session. And what we do is we literally map out your business. I have a skill in being able to kind of dissect all of that information out of your brain, put it on paper so that you actually have a business plan and you know what you're working towards. And literally, it will change your business. Whether you're just starting or you're at the point that you want to scale, you need to have that mapped out. And I can show you a lot of ways during that session that you can streamline and automate your business. All right, so that's it for today. If you're watching this on YouTube, I would love it if you would subscribe and let me see in your comments, what are you doing to map out your goals for the month? So have a great day and talk with you later.